everybody. That just happened. So, my camera died, and in the middle of story time, in the middle of reading the Bible, in the middle of studying, in the middle of doing a podcast. It's okay because it's Holy Week, and this is Thug Life for Christ, where we are trying hard under God's laws in faith everlasting. So we're just going to continue. If you want to see the beginning of the message, it is going to be episode 8, Are You Rushing to God? This is going to be called episode 8, Are You Rushing to God? Continued. Okay, because it happens. It died, but it's not stopping us because it's Holy Week, and we're going to honor God and learn about God this week and learn about Jesus Christ and his crucifixion and how he even got to that point. So I'm still excited. Let's go. So we are in Luke chapter 2 now. Let's see. Luke chapter 2. I'm going to go ahead and start with I'm going to start with his circumcision, and then we'll just continue on down. And when 8 days were completed from the circumcision of the child, his name was called Jesus, the name given by the angel before he was conceived in the womb. Now when the days of his purification, according to the law of Moses, was completed, they brought him to Jerusalem to present him to the Lord. And it is written in the law of the Lord, every male who opens the womb shall be called holy to the Lord. This is why firstborn sons are considered so important. And I'm talking about firstborn sons, like they are the firstborn, and it was a son. It was a gift from God back then. It's still a gift from God. Don't misconstrue my words now. It's still a gift. All of us are a gift. And to offer a sacrifice according to what is said in the law of the Lord, a pair of turtle doves or 2 young pigeons. And behold, there was a man in Jerusalem whose name was Simeon, and this man was just and devout, waiting for the consolation of Israel, and the Holy Spirit was upon him. My apologies, I am in Luke 2 verse 21, and now I am at Luke 2 verse 25. I don't believe I said that. It's a little off right now because of the camera dying, but we about to jump back into it. Okay, and behold, there was a man in Jerusalem named and his name was Simeon, and this man was just and devout, waiting for the consolation of Israel, and the Holy Spirit was upon him. And it had been revealed to him by the Holy Spirit that he would not see death before he had seen the Lord's Christ. So he came by the Spirit into the temple, and when the parent brought in the child Jesus to do for him according to the custom of the law, he took him up in his arms and blessed God and said, Lord, now you are letting your servant depart in peace, according to your word, for my eyes have seen your salvation, which you have prepared before the face of all peoples, a light to bring revelation to the Gentiles, and the glory of your God, of your people Israel. And Joseph and his mother marveled at those things which were spoken of him. Then Simeon blessed them and said to Mary his mother, Behold, his child is destined for the fall and rising of many in Israel, and for a sign which will be spoken against. Yes, a sword will pierce through your own soul also, that the thoughts of many hearts may be revealed. Ooh. So what I take out of that is, you will not leave this earth. God will not, whatever God promised you, you won't leave this earth until you see it come to pass. Literally, it literally says that you will let me depart in peace, because now I have because now before he has seen the Lord's Christ. So that's a message for somebody. You worried about, is this going to come to pass? Is this going to come to pass? Are they going to get saved? Will they ever get off drugs? Will I ever be delivered from this? You will not leave this earth. As long as you serve God, as long as you continue to pray and fast and worship and praise, you will see it come to pass. Whatever God promised you, you will see come to pass. Stay faithful. Stay faithful and believe. Stay faithful and have faith. Stay faithful, and you shall see it come to pass. It won't be in your own timing, because once again, we don't tell God when to move. God tells us when to move. So we need to, shave down that pride, because we don't get to tell God what to do. We can ask, and sometimes we can, we can remind God. You know what I'm saying? Not that he really needs our reminder, but sometimes, and there are scriptures we will learn about, you can remind God, but God, X, Y, and Z. You can plead your case to him. That's biblical. But we'll get into that. So you will see it come to pass. So now we're going to continue. We're in Luke 2, and we're in chapter 36. Luke 2, verse 36. Now there was one, Anna, and a prophetess, the daughter of Penuel. Well, it's not and a prophetess. She was a prophetess. Now there was one, Anna, a prophetess, the daughter of Phanuel, of the tribe of Asher. She was a great age and had lived with a husband 7 years from her virginity. And this woman was a widow, and about 84 years, who did not depart from the temple, but served God with fastings and prayers night and day. And coming in that instant, she gave thanks to the Lord and spoke to him to all those who looked for redemption in Jerusalem. Wow. She gave fastings and prayers night and day. So when they had performed all things according to the law of the Lord, they returned to Galilee, to their own city, Nazareth. And the child grew and became strong in spirit, filled with wisdom, and the grace of God was upon him. His parents went to Jerusalem every year at the feast of Passover. And when he was 12 years old, they went up to Jerusalem according to the custom of the feast. And when they had finished the days as they returned, the boy Jesus lingered behind in Jerusalem, and Joseph and his mother did not know it. But supposing him to have been in the company, they went a day's journey and sought him among their relatives and acquaintances. So when they did not find him, they returned to Jerusalem seeking him. Now it was that after 3 days they found him in the temple, sitting in the midst of the teachers, both listening to them and asking them questions. Whew. And all those who heard him were astonished at his understanding and answers. So when they saw him, they were amazed. And his mother said to him, "Son, why have you done this to us? Look, your father and I have sought you anxiously." And he said to them, "Why did you seek me? Did you not know that I must be about my father's business?" Whew. But they did not understand the statement which he spoke to them. Wow. Then he went down with them and came to Nazareth and was subject to them. But his mother kept all these things in her heart. And Jesus increased in wisdom and stature and in favor with God and men. So, wow. So they went down to Jerusalem. Boy Jesus to stay back. He said, "No, I'm going over here. Let me go learn about my father some more. Let me go learn some more." And then the people were astonished at his understanding. Pay attention to your children. Pay attention to, they will tell you their calling. Jesus knew his calling at a very young age. I truly believe that when you pay attention to your kids, you know their gifts, you know what their joys are, you know what their likes are, you know what comes natural to them. So pay attention to them and they will show you exactly who they are. And when they show you exactly who they are, invest in that. Guide them in that. Guide them in that. All right. So the next video, we will start in chapter 3. So I'll be back. Stay tuned. And remember, thug it out with Jesus, because he's the only one who thugged it out for you.